Okay, so now on to chocolate croissant. All right, I'm just going to do a turn on my sandwich maker for this. And Jim, I was thinking that you could be my test example here.
Sure, absolutely.
You're so good at being a demo.
It's it's the best job in the world.
So I've been lucky enough to go to Paris a few times now because I've had some meetings there, and my family still lives in England, so you can get a train these days from London to Paris. It's pretty cool. And the croissants are delightful. The trouble with croissants is that, they're full of white flour. They are not very sustaining. So I've been thinking, how do you create the experience of a croissant without the unhealthy stuff in it? And this is honest to God, it's a really good substitute. So you start with the Joseph's tortilla or the Cedars tortilla are also extremely good. I actually, if anything, I might say Cedars have the edge for me in taste slightly, but I couldn't find any. And the Joseph's are very good too. And so the first thing you do is you either microwave it or you put this in a sandwich maker. And I have a sandwich maker. I think that's makes it really good because it puffs up. So I'm going to show you that way. But it really is very good if you microwave it too as well. So I'm going to make one, and then I'm going to have you make one.
Sure, sounds good.
Okay, all right. And then when we finished, we're going to demonstrate what this would look like for breakfast with a side of fruit. Okay, so complicated, you will be amazed. So we start by simply putting our tortilla in a sandwich maker and letting it heat up and puff up a bit so that it's warm. The heat's essential because we're going to melt chocolate chips inside.
Gotcha.
And chocolate's very fussy. I mean, people who bake with chocolate know that, but you can't get it too hot because it burns and it coagulates. So you can't put the chocolate inside the sandwich maker very easily without it turning into a bad mess.
Now, Dr. Roberts, could you
Yes.
use any chocolate chips, or should they be bittersweet, or what would work best?
Good question. So these are 63% chocolate chips.
Okay.
And I have counted out 15.
Okay.
And 15 is 30 calories. Mm-hmm. So you can have 30 calories of any dark chocolate that you like. Some people will say, oh, well, I can't control 63% chocolate chips. If I have them in the house, I'm going to eat them, and that's not a good thing. So if that's you, what you can consider doing, hold on, let me check my tortilla, is getting 80% dark chocolate, which is not half so enticing.
Right.
And then you melt that and you put in just a quarter of a teaspoon of sugar to sweeten it up a bit.
And I would imagine the strawberries will probably add a little bit of sweetness too. So you might not need the lightest of chocolates because of the strawberries adding some sweetness.
So now all we do is we sprinkle our chocolate chips over half of the tortilla.
Oh yeah, I can see it melting already.
You can definitely do this one, and you turn it over so that the wrap is in half, and all of the heat from both sides is now melting the chocolate. And if you poke it, you can feel your chocolate chips right now. You can feel little
and you can
hills.
see it kind of squirting out the side.
Yeah, but that's gonna change because they're melting, and that very shortly, all the chocolate is going to be melted, and there's going to be no little lumps. Okay, that, and then fold it over, so you've got something that's like almost a croissant shape, and that's part of your breakfast. Okay, go for it.
Oh, now it's my turn. Okay.
So complicated.
All right. So I take the last of the Josephs.
Yeah. So that sandwich maker is pretty hot now, so it's not going to take as long.
How long, if it's fully heated, how long would you think it would take?
I would try 10 seconds and then see if it's ready. You might try now. It looks like, and just as long as it's kind of hot and puffy, not quite. It just needs to be kind of nicely hot. That's probably good. Yeah, that's good.
Oh yeah. So is it safe to say once
Okay.
you start seeing a little bit of brown on the outside?
So get your chocolate chips on.
All right. So putting the chocolate chips, try to go into the camera, on just one side.
Spread them all around so that you.
Usually I don't have to
over.
do work when I'm doing these cooking demos, so.
Okay. You put it in half.
Right. And kind of make it so. Oh yeah, you can definitely. Should we shut off the?
I'm going to turn that off.
Yeah, so it's kind of an interesting texture feeling.
You can feel it, Madeline.
Yeah. Ah, there we go.
You know, I mean, you can feel it, but you don't have to press it down. It's just going to melt by itself. There's just like enough to have it melt. Okay. So this is breakfast.
Chocolate breakfast.
This is a chocolate croissant breakfast. This is a chocolate croissant breakfast. It's 220 calories of chocolate croissants and a side of strawberries.
Perfect.
If you want the snack, you can have a chocolate croissant and, one croissant and a snack. You want to try one?
Yeah, and that's good information. So if it's the meal, you can, and we'll send these recipes tomorrow, but you get the 2 of these and the side of strawberries, and you can also do it for a snack as well. And I can imagine maybe even a dessert. But
yeah.
Should I try this one?
Yeah, sure. Go ahead.
So how do I just take a bite out of it, or how do I? What's the proper technique?
All you have to do is take a bite.
All right. I'll go right in the middle where all the chocolate is. I think I got a really good bite. That's really good. I think I got a bite with a lot of chocolate, but it really is delicious.
Yeah. Yeah. You know, the other thing you can do is roll it up like a crepe.
Mm-hmm.
That's another way. That's another way to do it. So I eat these quite a lot. You know, when I've got, when I'm feeling like chocolate, sometimes I might melt it on 501. But this is another really good way. I mean, and you're right. It's a good dessert. This is a good dessert.
I like it too. I know that it actually tastes fairly sweet. And I'm a little shocked actually to see how sweet it tastes because like you mentioned, it was the bittersweet chocolate, the 60%, and just a regular Joseph's tortilla, which, obviously doesn't have much sugar in it, but it does taste very sweet. It's a lot more sweet than you might actually think watching at home. And you know something's good when you take a second or third bite when you're trying to do a cooking demo.
That's always the secret of a recipe, if you want to take a second bite or a third bite. All right.